Well, they're downstairs ripping up our flooring in our house, and we discovered some probably expected issues, or issues I should have expected, we should have expected, so I'm trying to, just trying to digest it all.
Yeah.
While I watch.
What was beneath the blue carpet?
Ugly linoleum.
Like
Very,
really gross, checkered, like
I
yellow.
understand why they put carpet now over it.
But blue
I
carpet,
don't
though.
know, but I really don't. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So we got some uneven floors, nasty linoleum,
Cannot put wood floors in the laundry.
couple of moisture issues. Gonna have to do ceramic or maybe an indoor-outdoor carpet in the laundry room, like a green, like that grass carpet in the laundry room. We could do that. And then if it gets wet, like, who cares? Maybe we'll just put real grass.
We'll just play putt-putt in there while we're doing laundry. It'll be great.
And then, who cares? But, yeah, so I'm tinkering with the idea of putting wood floors in the downstairs bathroom because we have extra wood floors.
Plenty.
And now we have plenty of extra wood floors. And we paid for them to install that laundry room. But now with the added possible expenses of new subfloor and some of that stuff, we may be crediting that excess to help cover the cost of putting in the new sub.
Yeah.
So, welcome to owning a home.
Okay, so the floor installers just took off. Here's what we are currently left with, and you can hear the echo already. So this is just our plywood subfloor situation. And then there's this nasty linoleum here. And then there's the green linoleum that already existed that was already nasty that this area here feels like home because it was already like this. Everything else is just new territory.
Fucking sucks.
It's not great. So, to not kind of go on a rant about what happened, because neither of us are really pissed. We're just unsettled. It's just an unsettling feeling. It's just not comfortable, I guess is what it is. It could have been a lot worse. Like, not only from a financial standpoint, but the guys that were here could have said, you know what? It's too big of a risk, too much of a liability, yada yada yada, warranty null and void, blah blah blah, not doing it. Instead, he really felt for us, like especially when he said, I'm more comfortable if you get a contractor out here to see what's wrong with your foundation, see if we can jack it up, and then we won't have to level it, and we can kind of just make sure it's done the most perfect way possible, which is in our best interest. Like, he wasn't trying to be a jerk or anything. I don't think he was coming from a place of trying to 100% cover himself. I think it was kind of a give and take, like do what's best for him and his company, for the construction company that he works for, and also do what's in the best interest of Home Depot, as well as making sure that we have the best result possible. So he was very upfront and very honest and kind of like really struggled with trying to find the best solution for the best price. I really liked him. I'm glad that he'll be the one coming back because he was just a nice guy. But anyway, so when we finally, Dana and I separated ourselves from the situation, went upstairs and had like a private closed door conversation about like, what are we gonna do, how much we're willing to spend, what options do we have, what angles do we have, what's the full spectrum, like what are we really dealing with. We decided to go underneath again, make sure that it truly, the foundation is truly having an issue, and look at it from the long term and what's the best result for us, because it's not really a sound decision to go, I don't want to wait, I want it done now, I'm doing it now, period. Like, that's not a good responsible decision. If you're ever caught in a situation like that, try to just kind of calm yourself down, get level-headed, and think about that, because this is an investment. This is our house. Like, this is our first house. So to be like, nope, do it and do what you need to, get it done right now because we don't want to wait, that's not smart. So we decided to, okay, let's Google some contractors and see what that looks like. So Dana called, I'd say 7, 8 after, you know, getting either voicemail or no pickup, or being told it would be 3 to 4 months before anyone would even come out and look at it. And mind you, like, we have a pretty harsh winter ahead of us potentially, and it's November 1st, right? So 3 to 4 months is literally waiting until next year, which that just makes me want to throw up, to be honest. So after he heard us calling, we went back upstairs, we tried Googling more options, finally got a lady that was gonna schedule something, but then told us like, oh yeah, I can schedule you, but it's gonna be 2 to 3 weeks before I even have an idea of when you'll have an actual appointment. Not 2 to 3 weeks before they come out, but 2 to 3 weeks before we have an appointment. So we told him that, and he was like, oh crap, I don't want to make you guys wait that long, like that doesn't make me feel very good, so let's do it my way, and I'll just be as careful as possible, and we'll kind of level it, and we'll get new panels, we'll rip up the subfloor where we need to, we'll use transitional panels if we need to. He gave us a list of supplies to pick up, and then the rest of it he's bringing, so we're picking up supplies, that way it didn't cost us more to have it dropped off or to have him bring it, because Home Depot forces him to charge certain fees, and they upcharge certain materials because of that. So he was really trying to make sure that it was the lowest price it could be. So we're picking up materials today, tomorrow, between the two days, whether it be this afternoon or tomorrow, but picking it up, and then once we have the materials, we'll get a rescheduled date, and then he'll come back and do it. And then he said, you know, if I have any cancellations, I'll come as soon as I can, probably looking at 2 weeks, but if I can come sooner, I will, which is good. So it's gonna be annoying. We're probably just gonna have like our cable box sitting on the ground, like beneath our TV right there. Like I'll literally put like our cable box sitting right there with like a wire going down. So, and then we'll have our couch and we'll put it like right here and just have a couch facing a TV. But it's just the two of us. We don't have pets, we don't have kids. It sucks, it echoes, but when I sing, when I'm doing dishes, it's gonna be like a frickin' theater in here, okay? It's gonna be like beautiful. So at least the acoustics are gonna be great. But yeah, so I'm trying to stay positive, but I know that right now it's more like I feel relieved, so I'm not freaking out, but I know that my OCD will start to take over soon.
I don't even really have OCD, and this bothers the hell out of me. Like, bothers the hell out of me. Seriously.
But I do, okay, and
with non-OCD.
He's gonna give me crap for even saying this, but I hated the blue carpet so much that I like this better.
Oh my god.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I can't believe you said that.
Well, I really hate carpet in a kitchen, so at least like I can wash this little floor pad and like it's not carpet, blue carpet.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, that is the update of where we're sitting. So the next 2 weeks of vlogs will be echoey and ugly. So sorry, not sorry. I'm more nerd than you are. Thank you for watching and listening to us rant. Please make sure you like and subscribe to follow our home renovation, our journey, our adventure, our beer drinking, which probably I'll drink a lot more with this crap.
I almost drank already.
Yeah. So I was thinking that earlier. I was gonna like make a joke to the contractor, like I'm gonna crack one of these beers that you took out of my fridge open now. Okay, 5 o'clock somewhere in my ass. I'm doing it. Let's go ahead and try this finally. Interesting. So it's a good beer. It's a good beer. I'll be able to tell kind of if I like it more by the end of the glass, which is never work that I mind putting in, to be honest. But first reaction to the beer. It's not as creamy as you'd expect it to be. The two flavors, the mint and the chocolate that are most prevalent throughout this beer, do not necessarily marry each other. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but they don't necessarily marry each other. You can kind of, you first taste the peppermint and then that dissipates and then all of a sudden, bam, chocolate stout, you know? So that's a little bit different. I honestly didn't really expect that. I have had a mint chocolate chip stout before. It was actually by Cranker's Brewery, which is a little bit of a smaller brewery. They don't really have a ton of brews. They're relatively well known, at least in Michigan here, but like in Grand Rapids, we had a location of Cranker's, but they didn't really have a ton of beers. But the one that I did like, because they only had 1 or 2 stouts at the time that I had visited that brewery, was mint chocolate chip, and that was friggin' delicious. It was like 31 flavors, hand churned mint ice cream in a glass. I loved it. This is not necessarily like that. So the lactose definitely thinned out the beer and didn't make it as creamy. It isn't a bad thing, it's just something that I'm picking up on. It's still a good beer. And if you're someone who likes stout that has a lot of lactose in it, then this might not be weird for you, and you may think that it is creamy, but because I'm not used to that as much, it's just a little strange for me, but I do like it. So again, like the rest of these videos, I'm not going to sit here and have you watch me drink the whole beer because that would really be boring. But yeah, so this is the 5th installation of the CRAFTMAS videos. I hope you guys have been enjoying me posting every single day. If you're not enjoying it, I apologize. I'll be done posting on the 25th. So thank you so much for watching, and cheers!